Welcome to the SYLBOURNE Show, and I'm your host, SYLBOURNE Sidil. Joining us today, we have an ex-police officer and licensed bodyguard turned actor, Liquid Thomas. Let's welcome Liquid Thomas to the show. So,
Hey, Liquid. Man,
you're supposed to be interviewing me.
why do I think it's strange that I was dreaming or something like that you're interviewing me?
I'm here for the show.
Oh, wow. Anyhow, well. Hello and welcome to the show. I'm SYLBOURNE Sidil, your host, and I've got Liquid Thomas. Mr. Thomas, how are you doing, sir?
Thank you
Good,
very much. I'm good.
It's raining outside. You do enjoy the rain?
Yeah, I had to contend with it getting here.
Well, as I say, blame it on the rain.
Well, we can do that. Hence the reason I was a bit late.
Really. Well, anyhow, Liquid, it's good having you on the show. And one of the things that I wanted to really ask you first, which was strange, first thing first, our viewers will want to know is Liquid. Is that your given name or your stage name?
That's my name.
That's your name?
Yes, it is.
Your real name?
My real name.
Do you drink?
No, I don't. Well, I do. I consume water and alcoholic-free beverages.
Alcoholic-free beverages. It's like saying water
I don't drink
without,
alcohol.
It's like saying water without liquid.
Well, water is liquid.
Alcohol-free beverage. How can a beverage be free and it's called alcohol?
Just like you got a virgin pina colada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I find that strange when they say alcohol-free beverage. Why don't you say it's a beverage?
Um,
I'm being
let's
facetious
go
here.
with what we see in the supermarkets and shops. You know, you got the alcoholic-free beers like Beck's and Budweiser and all them other ones. You know what I mean? We like to get a bit of buzz, but without the alcohol.
So they pull it out.
Well, they just did not add it.
Right. Anyhow, listen. You have had some high-profile features throughout your career. I mean, I know you're about 21, 22. Is that it?
Thanks very much for the compliment.
And when you came from Jamaica to the UK, how difficult was it to acclimatize and establish your career in the UK? And what advice would you give to new actors trying to navigate their way through the industry? I'm going to come back and ask about you, but what would you say initially?
Well, if you don't have, as an actor coming up, if you don't have a financial backing or you don't have like a steady job,
Yes.
you should try to get one to facilitate and finance yourself, because the acting world is so fickle. Therefore, you can be in a contract right now, and for a while,
You're out of it.
you don't get another job. So what do you do then in the interim? You'll have to have other ways and means of financing yourself.
So therefore, what you're saying is that one can go through a year, and within that year, you have maybe 2 or 3 contracts, even over a period of 2 months, 3 months.
I have heard of worst.
Yeah. But sometimes that 2, 3 months of work can actually cover one for years.
Well, it sometimes can cover more than a year.
Really?
Yes, it depends on the contract and who you're working with and what it was it equity, above equity, and all the other type of productions and production companies that you work with.
Well, tell me now. Let's go back now. So tell me now about Liquid Thomas now. What drives you? You're an ex-police officer. And what drove you to this project? Because I've seen some of your, and people will see some of your videos whereby you're acting like police, bodyguards and all this. What drove you for this particular field of career?
I kind of stumbled upon it. I mean, being an actor, it wasn't like a prerequisite. It wasn't like that, because I used to do stunts and motorcycles back in Jamaica.
Yes.
And I remember in Bronx some years ago, I did a music video. And in Jamaica, I did another one, stunting and motorcycles. And people used to ask me, why is it that you don't get into acting? Because I was really good at imitating people. And I remember once Idris Elba asked me, can you tell a convincing lie? And I said, yes. And he said, well, you can act. So
can you
basically that's what acting is. You're telling a convincing lie.
Can you tell us a convincing lie?
I think so.
Go for it.
Okay, you're
Speak
very handsome.
I don't know how to answer that because my wife would agree with you and say you're not lying.
Well, you see, your wife has to be biased.
Well, I don't know what to say because they say a man can't blush, and as a black man, how can you show that you're blushing? You know what I mean? At the same time, almost the color of the red chair. You know. Now I want to go back to something you just said, which was very interesting. You said in Jamaica you're a stunt person. So as a stunt person, were you like running sometimes or jumping over things? All these
We
crazy.
did a little bit of that, but it was mostly motorcycles. I used to stunt in motorcycles, like doing a wheelie and what we call stoppie with the back wheel in there, rolling on the front. All that. There's a music video by Hotter Flex Crew where I was in there doing a lot of stunts.
You know what? It's just a joke. Is when you mentioned about doing all these different stunts because they say Usain Bolt and Jamaican athletes why they're so fast is because in Jamaica you got a high level of crime. And they're running away from gunshots.
That would be back in my days as a police officer. That was mostly in the ghetto.
Yes.
And you know, but since I migrated to England, I have heard that all the country areas, the rural areas in Jamaica that used to be like really quiet and crime-free, even where I'm from in St. Catherine in Bogwa.
Yes.
All them areas like now they're like by the time it's like 6:30, people are all off the streets.
Yes.
Whilst when I was raised there, when I was growing up, I could be out until 12 o'clock at night. No one would trouble you.
It's interesting you mentioned about Jamaica right there, and I'll just quickly deflect because in Montego Bay, for instance, one of the tourist resort, there's a high level of crime which is taking place there, you know. And do you think that acting is a way to get people out of some time of their predicament or their circumstances?
Acting, I wouldn't say acting because you would have to be trained to, you know, be a professional actor.
Yes.
Yeah, well, anyone can act.
Yes.
The difference between the professional and the person who's just acting is the money.
So anyone can act?
Well, anyone can act, but you have to be a professional is being paid to act. So obviously you'll have to be trained and certified to be an actor.
So therefore, anyone can act?
Anyone can act because I think we're acting right now.
Right, because I'm not SYLBOURNE Studio.
You ain't?
My name is Steve Harvey.
Okay, well, that could be true because I've never seen your driver's license or your passport, so it could be true.
But if you go on my show, are you going to ask me for my driver's license?
Well, you haven't shown it to me.
No, I'm Steve Harvey.
Okay. Well, he's a bit more meticulous.
Really?
If we're referring to the character or the person.
Did I do well a while ago?
Well, you did all right.
So therefore, anyone can act. So therefore, I'm acting now. No, it's stretching. Now, that's very good. I just want to pick your brain right there. But what is your view on the availability of roles for actors of colors? And what, if any, steps are industry leaders taking toward diversifying available roles? Because, as you know, like with Idris Elba, they're talking about the first black Bond. And they're talking about persons of black origin to be played in very key fundamental roles, which is something, that's why Idris Elba even actually stood up in Parliament at the time when he went there and spoke about that. What's your view on that?
Okay, well, what he did was a really good thing, and it gives us as actors the type of drive to say, okay, well, Idris is he's on the podium and he's trying to help us. But is there going to be a lot more help, or is there going to be like follow-ups to what he said? We don't know. But what I do know is that in America, there's a lot more. There are a lot of opportunities for ethnic actors in America. It's like, just like in America, they always want the big black guy. They always want the small guy. They always want this guy, that guy. There's there's marketing for ethnic actors
In America. And
Yeah,
that
a
is
lot.
why persons go to America
Always,
a lot.
yeah, because it's like England, the opportunities are not so much as America. Not because it's just a bigger country, but because there's a lot more outlets.
So when you acted in the Tom Cruise movie, what role, just remind me what role you played there.
Okay, I was a dog soldier. Yeah, and my name was Kenrick. So.
Yeah. So were you sourced from, was the show being done in the UK?
Yes, it was filmed in the UK, but the UK was staged to look like America.
Okay.
So that was, most of it was shot at Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah.
So they had to ship over all these American tanks and cars and all, making the setting look like America.
So therefore, it seems like over a period of time, would you say that you're seeing a breakthrough then?
Yes, I have. Personally, for me,
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
And that is being, of course, that's being consistent, being in the whole process of being consistent.
Yes, sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes, because sometimes I have to be out there. Like, well, my agent is marketing me, and I do market myself as well, like on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all these other stuff. And like, people do see you, and when you go to like other functions and other type of places where you network, and you bring your business cards and all that, and because going to Google, put in Liquid Thomas, I'm easy to find. You know what I mean? So,
you're the only liquid.
Well, I'm the only one that I know about. I have heard of imposters out there.
Really? Really?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll keep the conversation going with Liquid Thomas.
On Saturday, 3rd of December, join Black Sox, the Society of Black Lawyers, Operation Black Vote, and A Few Good Men for their Black Tie Legacy Gala at the Decor, 22 Western Road, London, N22, from 6:30 p.m. It's our way of saying thank you to all the hardworking black professionals who serve our community tirelessly. The evening will be hosted by Eddie Nestor, featuring Miss Steinmeier, Mobo Award winner Lorraine Cato, and Isaiah Rayner from Raymond & Co. Plus entertainment from comedians and live performances, plus an award ceremony with 5-star dining, followed by dancing DJs, Fifth Avenue New Attraction, Frankie Beverly, DJ Ratty, and DJ J Nelson from Special Touch. Plus, Mystery and Loverboy. So gents, brush off your tux, and ladies, get your ball gowns and evening dresses ready. For tickets, call 07956 041 746. Online, www.blacksox.com. That's BLAKSOX.com. Saturday, 3rd of December, leaving a legacy for the next generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SYLBOURNE Show, and we have Liquid Thomas joining us today, who is a man who says he doesn't take alcohol in his liquid. Am I correct about that?
Yes, you are correct.
Listen, were you acting all that time when you said you didn't take alcohol? I just want to know, were you acting?
No, I was being truthful.
Okay, just check it. Because I don't know what is true now, you know? So many things are happening today. I don't know what's happening, yeah?
Okay.
How has your real life experience as an ex-soldier and ex-police officer helped you advance your career, Liquid? And do you think additional skills outside of the traditional drama and theatre schools are necessary to succeed in the ever-competitive world of acting?
Okay. Owing to the fact that I was a Jamaican police officer, you know, it's so much different with the training here, because back in Jamaica we trained for a year. So
1 year?
1 year. And you're on probation for 2 years. And if 1,000 students or recruits enter the Jamaica Police Academy, the maximum of people that would graduate would be about 600 maximum.
Okay.
No one ever stays there because the training is so hard and so difficult and rigorous. But it's like the timekeeping, the manner in which you do stuff is our own idiosyncrasy. How the manner in which we do stuff, and just moving forward, and you know, that zeal, that energy, that you know, you have to be on time. Your boot has to be clean, your clothes have to be clean, or you will be punished for it. It's like it just gives you that drive. It just never leaves you.
You got to be very meticulous.
Yeah, you're really, really meticulous because the instructors are, and they were like bullies.
And what are you saying about that? Then that is a driving force. Then
it is the driving force behind, especially when it comes on to my acting. I make sure that I have everything narrowed down to a T, my scripts and all that, because back in the training school, you had to like SWOT your definitions. So it's like learning lines.
Yes.
So it makes it much easier for me to learn lines.
Okay,
It was something I was doing all along.
Yeah. So to young people then in the arts, what would you say then are realistic hurdles and obstacles that they will find along the way?
Finding a proper agent and getting to know good directors and networking.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is marketing yourself.
The marketing yourself part, I mean, like with the agents. The agents, of course, are there to make money, market you and make money. But then at the same time, are you sort of constrained by the agent prerogative or directive, or you can market yourself independently?
Well, this is it. It's like you got the co-op, where you can work with a co-op agency, meaning that you can also do things on your own or bring things to the agency. There's a website called Spotlight that governs all the actors in London.
Yes.
It's not like IMDb governs all the actors all around the world. So it's like if you're not on IMDb, you're not listed on IMDb, it's like no one knows you as an actor.
Right.
So if you're not on Spotlight here, then it's like, yes, you could be an actor, but Spotlight, you would have to have credits that are credible to be on Spotlight. Just like IMDb, you have to have all of them kind of credits to be on IMDb.
So are you on Spotlight?
I am on Spotlight and I am on IMDb.
So you're the man.
When you Google Liquid Thomas, you will see Liquid Thomas IMDb, Liquid Thomas Spotlight, Liquid Thomas Casting Call Pro, Liquid Thomas Star Now.
So tell me now, with your A-list actors,
A-listers, yeah.
What's the next one below that? Is it B-list?
You know what I mean?
C-list?
I've never, that's a very interesting question because no one has ever asked me that.
Yeah.
Moreover, you only hear about A-list and then, you know, like this guy on LBC, what's his name, that he does a monologue every morning and he
Steve Allen.
Steve Allen, that's the guy. He's like,
Steve Allen
he just says it's either A-list or Z-list. So
there's no in between.
There's no in between.
Because when we talk about A-list and
A-listers,
and looking at your, I know you for a couple of years and well, more than that, really, but seeing the different adverts and different shows and whatever like that, and it's like Morgan Freeman, for argument's sake. Morgan Freeman hit it big in his 50s or something like that, late. But then it is not as if he wasn't doing anything before.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, people see someone bang on the spotlight, and when you check their history, you're like, hang on, this guy's been extras and doing all these things.
Yes, that is true. It's because and if you know their story, because Halle Berry, the story goes, she was going to commit suicide. It's like she couldn't get no roles. She was going to so much auditions and couldn't get no roles. And she was thinking about, you know, kicking the bucket. And there's a lot of others, like Sylvester Stallone and all of them. They were like, you know, trying to make it so hard. They were going off the rockers.
And then it's like one.
It's like the thing is, once you get that's what every actor strives towards, getting that one main role that propels your career. Yeah, so that is what we all look forward to. From the moment you got that main role, all you'll have to do is be level-headed and focused from there on.
Yes, looking for that break.
Yes,
but just
one break.
But what they say, you keep on with the grind.
Yes, you have to keep on grinding.
Fantastic.
Yes. And you can't be watching. Just like me, I've never been and will never be a covetous person to see my other colleagues that, you know, I've trained with or worked with, and I see them progressing and all of that. It's like I'm happy for them.
And you encourage them along the way.
Well, yes, I do, and I always say, you know, Liquid just want to know what can be done for Liquid.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I keep pressing on.
Yes, yeah. So what then would you say is the most inspiring experience you've had from a role that have been scary or death or defying scenes, if anything?
You got me thinking now, because I could think of a few, like being in Edge of Tomorrow. I remember I actually injured my ankle on that set. Yeah. And I've been in other scenes where I've done fight scenes where I was injured and all that.
What happened there? Do they give you danger money?
Well, yeah, you're covered, but I mean, it doesn't cover the pain. You're still in pain. It hurts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because I remember I did a fight scene in this movie, The Blitz with Jason Statham, and yeah, I was like really injured.
Really? You're in Jason Statham movie?
The Blitz, yes,
Oh,
I
you're
was
fighting-
a bouncer in that one.
Man, I need to go back through those things, man. I need to go through some of these things because
Yeah.
in all these movies, you always have some big burly guy at some point,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which is there, which sometimes you don't see. But now I'm sure people are going to say, hang on a second, yeah, I remember that little geezer there, you know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
not little geezer, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Big
No,
geezer, you
well,
know, knock me out, you know what I'm saying?
There's a little teaser in that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So what is your upcoming role that viewers need to be looking out for now?
Okay, I've just completed one called Jennifer's Diary, which we got this rapper playing a cameo role, Stylo G. We got this
Are you the rapper?
No, Stylo G is the rapper, but he's like my friend in the movie. He's just playing a cameo role. He met me at a restaurant. And we got this Nollywood award-winning actress, Funky Akindele. And we got Bumi, that used to be in EastEnders as Fat Boy's wife. And we got some other good actors, and that project is going to be really, really good because everybody likes to see this Jamaican guy who was played the role of Winston. Who he is an illegal immigrant from Jamaica, came here on like false documents, and he's like an extortionist, muscle for hire, and he uses people to do his dirty work, but he's really like this guy who's out there as a gangster, driving expensive cars, wearing jewelry.
Did he put up all these? Did he put up all the information on Facebook too?
Well, there's a few things on Facebook about it because I think it will have to be confirmed. But I think the premiere is going to be 4th to 6th of November, but has to yet to be confirmed.
Yes.
So yeah.
But it's interesting you mentioned that because, of course, you know the recent deportation issues with Jamaican.
That's it.
And when is it coming out, or is it out? Sorry.
November.
November.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the premiere is 4th to 6th, but it will be confirmed. So.
Right. So I presume in a show like that, there might be some key elements of it that there may be some discussions around what the story is about. Well, there must be a message about it, not just for show, is it?
Yeah. There's a lot.
and talking about that, just before we wrap up, like the state of Black Britain now with young people, you know, what's your take on it? You know, it shows like the recent movie Gangland and young boys being caught in trouble, different areas, no-go areas, postcode lottery, postcode issue. What's your take as these issues and the way forward?
Well, I'm from a country where when we were growing up, discipline was the order of the day, where you had to be disciplined, where you had to show respect to your elders, show respect to your parents and all of that. But I guess in this country, we were raised different here than here because I see kids behave however they want to behave, and it's like, no, parents are not talking to kids, they're talking with kids. Whilst I was raised, parents talk to you and you know your place.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, even just like with the Mark Duggan riots, I mean, the rights were taken away from parents to discipline their kids. Although some of them, they might just go overboard a little bit, but, you know, and then the police were saying, go get your kids off the street. And this is the same kid you're talking about that you took the authority from the parent to control that kid. So how are you going to tell that parent now to go and get your kid off the street? He's not going to listen to you.
So is the blame to be put on government?
The blame is to be put on the system.
But does the parents have a fundamental role to play still?
Well, they do. Because, I mean, my daughter, she is very, very disciplined. She's a very disciplined child, you know what I mean? I mean, we're from the Caribbean background where discipline is the order of the day, where your kids listen to you. But I mean, if your kids are allowed to do whatever they want to do growing up, why do you think that they're going to listen to you when you try to instill discipline in them? They're not going to listen to you, are they? They're going to feel like they're being pressurized, you know what I mean? Because they have so matured in that way of living. So therefore, they're not going to listen.
That's very interesting, and it's good we speak about that point. I always try to zero in onto those particular areas. So now, what would you say then? And before we go, we always ask our guests, what's your favorite mantra or words that you live by? Some inspirational quote by Liquid, the man.
Okay. Well, it's like I would say, work hard, stay focused on what you want, and don't let anyone ever tell you that it cannot happen. Whatever you want to do, go and do it.
Say that to the camera, straight at it for someone there.
Whatever you need to do, go and do it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't.
Liquid, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the SYLBOURNE Show.
Thanks, Rap. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on the SYLBOURNE Show.
Hey, what's going on? I feel like I was dreaming or something like that.
No. Everything is cool.
You sure about that?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Okay, good. Hi, thanks for watching our video. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share and like, and don't forget to comment, but first subscribe.
Hello and welcome to the SYLBOURNE Show. My name is Liquid Thomas. Please subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel and other social networks.
Sorry.